Chop it up.
We're doing it.
Is that an old man noise?
That's
It's
what
like something I make.
All right, day 2. We had a heck of a day. It was a little harder today, maybe. Let's get into it. Hans started the day at 6:50 a.m.
6:50.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so 6:50 this morning, I had a 5K kayak swim. So 5 kilometers, it was 3.1 miles. I wore my watch to make sure that it was actually a 5K, and it was.
Okay.
Nothing compared to what the adventure race was like. They told us it was going to be a 1,000-meter run.
I don't think we updated that. We measured it last night, and it was 1.1 miles,
Yes.
which is more than 1,000 meters.
Which is closer to 2,000 meters.
And that was just the running portion. That didn't include the other, what was it,
Adventure.
Yeah, the 0.4
uphill. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, kayak was awesome. We got out there super early. We were on the water. Water was so flat. You could see the reflection off the water. You can see the mountains. The sun was coming up, and it was something to remember. It was so cool.
All downhill from there.
Good.
You like that? Did you
Yeah,
like-
I mean, you were like painting a beautiful picture.
It was.
I thought you were gonna say like a mermaid said go.
Yeah, she came out of the
Like
water.
it was just
braided my hair, man. The mermaid came out of the water, braided my hair. So yes,
Once
kayak
a unicorn.
kayak swim was on. Yeah.
Nice. What'd you get?
Grand total, I believe it was. I ended up getting 9th in it.
Oh, okay.
There's 33 men in my division, so I got 9th in that
cool.
heat, and then there was 40. It was like 43 minutes.
Okay.
43 minutes to
All
do
right.
that.
Nice.
Pretty nice.
So after that, we had the snatch. Many of us snatched. Our orders kind of got a little different today. But anybody have any want to weigh in on the snatch event?
I think Logan went first, right? Or Will went first.
No, I went first.
Yeah.
Jeff went first
Yeah.
in the snatch. So
Just
Jeff, describe the snatch workout and how it went out. Kind of tell us
So
how
it
it
was
works.
a 6-minute workout, and you started with 50 dubs, and then you had to the 3-minute mark to hit the heaviest snatch that you wanted to hit, and then at the 3-minute mark you had to do another 50 dubs, and then you had, with the remaining time you could snatch as heavy as possible to the 6-minute mark, and then that's the workout.
Boom.
I personally did terrible. It all went wrong. The wheels came off.
Oh, no.
I hit my opening weight, and then I proceeded to miss 225 4 times. Yeah, that one hurt me a little bit.
Do we have a counter on how many times you did miss? Because I want to say it was more than 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it all kind of like blended into one terrible.
It was extremely impressive that you attempted it that many times.
Yeah,
And you
I
weren't
almost threw my
necessarily-
barbell in the
It's
crowd.
on the right side. Dad. Keep going. There you go. Yeah, I was extremely impressed with how many attempts you even gave it. I was.
How many times you sucked? It was like just out of sheer volume, you should have got one.
Yeah. The ratio, man. You had better odds of hitting the lotto.
Yeah, no, I didn't do good, but you know what? Things happen.
What'd you end with?
205.
205. Okay.
So then I missed 225 an impressive amount of times.
And then the second person to snatch was
Started, opened with 205, went up to 225, hit that, did 235, hit that, and then just the plates, we didn't it was all over the place.
Yeah.
So Hans just yelled out, yo, take off the 10 and 5 and throw on the 25.
Throw the 25s
That
on.
equals that. Doing plate math, that equals to 255. I thought it was 245. So
Yeah.
man, that was like shit. I did 2 attempts at that, got under it, but I wasn't able to hold on to it. But another thing about the snatch is it was fun to try to snatch while the barbell's rolling around all over the place.
Yeah, that's another thing.
The floor was slanted.
Yeah, it was slanted, so doing at a slight angle snatching, it was.
It's like you were snatching on a driveway.
Yeah, exactly.
You're snatching in the driveway.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the good way. Like if your feet were pointed down a little bit, get that heel raise.
Yeah, I
would
would have turned around and snatched
Yeah.
Toes
Toes up.
toe up.
I would have snatched towards the rib.
Saw a lot of people throw over today.
They did. I threw mine behind me. Second person or third was Logan.
Yes.
How'd it go, Logan?
Went pretty well. I tied a PR that I haven't hit in like 6 years.
Hell yeah, man! Let's go.
Which was good.
Which was
235.
235.
I attempted 245. I failed it twice, but they were decent attempts. Yeah, it was a pretty good event.
Do you have anyone you want to give a shout out to for technique?
Mr. Bodie.
Mr. Bodie.
Mr. Bodie, if he's watching this, man, I took notes from you.
Yes.
Nice. Mr. Bodie.
Bodie from the 16-year-old that's been working with us now.
Oh yeah, just
RDL to head contact.
just commit.
Full commit underneath.
So I was like,
Full disregard for safety.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm
That's
just
what
gonna.
I'm talking about.
Hans broke it down.
I have a picture.
My
of
back
he's
was
in
just-
full tabletop.
Yeah.
He's in the tabletop position.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're just.
So you kettlebell swinged it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
just
That a boy.
carried it.
235.
First try, too.
So
So
impressive.
It
man.
wasn't
That's got to be a world record.
I'm snapping like that from here on out.
And
Nice.
then the fourth person was.
I think it was me.
Yeah, it was
you.
Sean.
Yep.
Yeah, it
And
was
Sean,
me.
how'd it go, man?
It went great. I was tempted to work up to 225, which is the number that I want to hit, but I often do this thing in competition where I go for that number instead of hitting like a previous PR, and I end up goofing everything up. So I hit 185, 205, and then I made myself go 215, even though I wanted to hit 225, and I got it, which was great, and then I went to just 220, because the 215 wasn't as smooth as it should have been to allow me to go to 225.
Yeah.
And I got under that 220 a couple times, but I couldn't. I was a little too far in front. I couldn't quite stick it.
Damn.
But I did get. I was happy with it.
So finish with a 215.
So yeah, match my PR.
Match a PR. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Raina is next. Raina, how'd it go, miss?
All right. I'm gonna caveat this by saying they sucked at printing because they only had 2 female bars
Yes.
on the warm-up area and then like 20 male bars. So almost all the women were warming up with a male bar, which of course for the most technical movement, you don't want that. So I had to wait like 10, 15 minutes to get a bar and then start warming up. So that was just a lack of preparation. And I mean, it was fine, but it's just not great overall. But
As much as I want you to have that moment, when I went to go warm up, there was only like 3 men's bars, and I warmed up because when you were warming up,
bar too.
when you were warming up,
I also
well, when you were warming up, all the women were snatching, so they
Okay.
had 13 bars on the floor.
they
That's
were
why.
switching. I didn't even see them switch.
So
like
when
that.
I went out, and so I mean, it is yes indeed a lack of barbells overall. We should have
Yeah.
had more barbells. But yeah, so the same thing did happen to me. It probably did happen to a couple of people, but yes, I do agree.
Overall, though, the snatch went good. It didn't go great. I wanted to PR, but I matched my PR at 160, so
That's
I'll be
great.
happy with that. I did, though, hit the same person twice with 2 misses. Nearly killed the same.
I was like, when
that
you say hit somebody, what do you mean exactly?
Yeah, you,
Okay,
you walked over
let
that
me-
way too
I was
fast.
going to
Yeah.
say,
I wasn't
well
there.
for the judge that was next to you.
Did
Yes,
anyone-
so there was a judge on the lane next to mine, and I got under the bar, but I couldn't stabilize the bar because I pulled it too strong. So I like tweaked over to the side, and I just took a little dance over to her, and then I basically dropped the bar on her
We'll have to
twice.
Add a clip here.
On her shoulder.
Yeah.
This
On her
this
shoulder.
serious.
But then
This
she
actually
sent me back to my
happened.
barbell, and she told me to do it again. Twice. Yes.
Yeah.
But snatch went okay. Would have liked to PR, but it was damage control, so I took second on that
You
event.
hit 165, I thought.
No, 160. I took second on that event, so I'll take it.
In short, Raina's lips kill.
They do kill. I do have one question though for Raina. For Jeff, Logan, Sean, Will, and myself, we have all been in that situation where we're in front of a crowd like that big. Have you ever been in front of a crowd that big?
I don't think so. No, not that big.
How did it feel? Did you take a second to kind of even look, or were you just so?
I did take a second at one time when I was about to it was not my last lift, but the one before that, and then I looked down again because I got too nervous. And I appreciate it for like a fraction of a second, but then
Nice.
yeah.
Cool.
Could have done better.
Well,
I'll
you
do
had
it
good
better
composure.
next time.
You had good composure. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and your snatch.
Let's go, sir. Let's talk about the good snatch here.
And then myself, I snatched as well. Same exact workout. Opened up with 245, missed it, threw it behind me, chilled out, hit 245, secured
He
it.
opened with 245.
I opened with 245, hit that, and then had to do my double unders. Did those. Came back to the 245. I did 265. I slid 210s on. Hit that, and then I was 10 pounds out of my PR, which is 275. And Jeff always tells me, don't fucking match a PR. So we went 280, and and we fucking stuck it, man.
Yeah.
And we hit it.
Hell
We
yeah.
hit it. So
Hell yeah.
so it was awesome. Got the crowd all hyped up, and I had maybe like 30 seconds left. First try, stuck it, stood it up, stepped out once, and but secured it. And it was a good lift.
You look like you're about to add some plates on there, and we're like,
Yeah,
it's almost final time.
Jeff yelled at me, and he was like, "One more!" And I looked over at the clock, and I had like 25 seconds.
Yeah.
If I had like little baby plates, real quick, maybe, but I had to. I would have had to like run back and pull the clips off, and it would have been just a little hectic. But yeah, 280 is a PR all time, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'll like to add, no hook grip, ladies and gentlemen. no hook grip, no hook grip.
Let's go.
No hook grip. That is true. Yes.
Oh man! All right,
Boom.
and then we had one more event. We had it was a dash. It was about a 600-meter dash. It was on cement for part of it. We had to round a corner and run in some uneven, sometimes moist, sometimes gappy dirt, and then back onto the cement for 2 laps for time. And then that was on a 5-minute limit. And at the 5-minute mark, we began another kettlebell swing. Had to do 50 Russian kettlebell swings, right into 5 or 3 rope climbs, depending on the division. And it was just basically a sprint into a sprint.
It was.
And how do we, Jeff, go first.
Oh my God. I saw Jesus. Had a nice long talk with him. I mean, I don't know, man. So I watched Hans go first, and it terrified me because I saw the pain he was in when he got done with his kettlebell swings. I saw him take a breath that would mimicked what the first multicellular creature that crawled out of the primordial ooze of the ocean. He decided to take that first breath of air. That's what Hans did, and it terrified me.
Attaboy.
But I still did it.
That's right.
I think I finished 4th or 5th in the run, like 147 maybe.
Yeah.
And then I got my composure and I finished, I think 5th in the rope and the swings and rope climb.
Nice.
But it hurt so bad, and then I walked into the
Lake.
back to the lake, back to the water, and sat there for 20 minutes contemplating my life.
Is it as bad as swim DT?
What was worse, swim DT?
So last year they had swim DT, and that was by far the most painful workout of the weekend. And this one has been like, that was the most hurt I've been since then. So it's been over a year since I felt that amount of pain in a workout. So thanks, NorCalClassic. You never disappoint.
Brought the pain.
Brought the pain back.
It hurt so bad.
We might be just going
Am I the only one that felt that way?
Yeah, it's going around.
I got absolutely destroyed. Destroyed. I failed like 4 rope climbs. I didn't get up the way and fail. I jumped up and just had no chalk. Was done.
Fell to earth.
Fell to earth. Frickin' did the same thing. Sat in the water right after. Didn't say hi to anybody. Snot coming out of my nose. Wheezing. Forearms done. Blistered on the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wreck.
Kettlebell swings were terrible in that sand. They were absolutely terrible in that sand.
Pretty much the worst moment of my life.
Yeah.
The best part was you could drop that kettlebell without fear of it bouncing around and just
Yeah.
kind of right in the dirt.
But if you hit the wrong side of the hill, it rolls behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I was
was
not afraid of that.
that workout
Time.
sucked.
Yeah.
For such a simple, like,
Yeah.
workout movement, technically. Like, swings is not, like, the most
Well, if you don't have
complex.
chalk on it, I didn't have chalk like an idiot. I wasn't thinking about it, and I didn't have any chalk, which was the worst to do rope climbs with.
I probably have chalk in my pocket right now.
I had chalk.
Yeah, I didn't have
Yeah, I
chalk.
made the mistake. I had chalk in my pocket, and then I jumped in the lake.
I jumped in the
It
lake.
stayed pretty much together.
I didn't even take my
Yeah.
socks off. I
I
took my shoes off and
Who
just
grabbed grabbed all my stuff?
I did. You gave it to me.
Because I was like rolling around in the sand, and I looked like a churro.
This is Jeff, ladies and gentlemen.
I handed all all my stuff to somebody. I didn't even know who it was.
It wasn't graceful at all. I didn't want to touch any of your stuff because it was so sweaty and dirt.
Dude.
Dirt. It was all covered in dirt.
Yeah.
And you're like, grab my things, and I was like, hand them to me, and you grabbed them like it was like a dirty diaper, and you gave them to me like this, and it was your shoes, your wrist wraps, your grips, and your socks, and they were all rolled in dirt. And you just gave them to me, and I was holding 2 drinks, so I just put them in my chest, and I was like, excuse me.
I like that sometimes Jeff is either a shark or a chainsaw or a churro.
I was a chainsaw during the workout and a churro after.
The workout sucked.
It was pretty challenging. Mr.
I'll
Jones.
go next. The run, so I was kind of like damage controlling the run. My ankle, I goofed up my ankle yesterday, and I think I damage control well.
Yeah.
I got like 17th or 19th on that though, so that's definitely my worst event. Running is already a pretty big weakness for me, plus the ankle thing, plus the freaking running in sand, which is kind of a nightmare situation. But I held on and did okay. I passed somebody in the last lap, so that was good. Good, I'll take that.
Okay.
And then I knew that I just had the full send on the kettlebell rope thing, and so for me, I wasn't swinging the 70 pound like everybody else. I was swinging a 53, and I think I was second off the kettlebell, and then I just.
You smashed
I just smashed the rope as fast as I could. The rope was a little slippery.
Yeah.
Yeah, smashed him.
Yeah, I tried
Yeah,
to smash
your
the
rope
rope.
climbs were immaculate.
Smash him like a smash burger.
Didn't even look hard.
It was a little slippery. I wish I could have got them all in 2 pulls, but I did try to get up them really quickly, and I got edged up. I got second in that one. Someone beat me by 1 second.
In a different heat?
I think the guy was in my heat, but
Hand time you.
I think it was margin of error based on my judge was good. She was cool. I don't know. But I don't know. He got me by a second.
Yeah, the hand timers. I mean, it's hard. It's hard sometimes like that. Yeah.
I think that they should do away with hand timers for NorCal because although the adventure race could have used some ankle bracelets and whatever like that
some
would have
chip
just been
timers.
some chip timers would have solved a lot of problems. I think so. I think.
Or having a clock. There was no clock on that event.
Oh yeah, there wasn't a clock.
Yeah, there wasn't clock for you.
Can't even see
Would
where
you
you're
have
at.
even known that there was a clock if it was
If you
there?
got out
Yeah, I
the
would've
water,
looked at
it
it.
would
I
have been
would've-
nice. Yeah, for sure.
I would not have. I was in a
would've.
different place. I could not see.
You can only see Jesus, right?
Yeah, I was talking to Jesus.
Excuse me. I can't see the clock.
Yeah. I could not. I did not see anything happening around. I just saw that what I had to touch at the top.
Yep. For me, same thing. 600-meter run. I'm gonna say it was 600. I'm not gonna say it was 800. 600-meter run. I darted out right in the beginning because I knew if I can get into the front and I can secure the front, then I would be in a good spot. So I did that, got out right to the front, ran the first lap. After the first lap, I was sitting in second. Some guy passed me. And then after that, I ended up getting pushed into third. And then I think I ended up getting pushed back into fourth.
I think you're fourth.
So the dudes were quick. They were real fast and they were moving really good. But
I think also your heat was the most what's the word, cordial.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was cordial. Like everyone was like pushing it, but not pushing each other. And I think all the other heats had some elbows being thrown.
Yeah, man. CrossFit turned into a contact sport.
we lined up on the line, and so like if you two were next to me, we lined up on the line, and then Raina like she tried to like kind of get in front of me, and so they were like 3, 2, and when they said 2, I went like this, and then 1, and then I took off, and so both of the guys next to me, they were kind of like shoulder. We were both kind of just like bouncing around like bulls in a cage.
Yeah, it was pretty
And then
aggressive.
as soon as it was like 2 seconds, 1 second, I like went like this, and I got in front of them, and then I fucking went.
It was a
forward.
really aggressive
What would
event.
you call that move?
Dolphin.
The dolphin.
There was somebody fell right next to you when you went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He went
somebody
down.
like somebody
that person
went
didn't
down.
fall.
Yeah.
That person got arm checked by Sean.
Well, there's.
Oh, really?
There was.
Sean.
I mean, it was a little rough to start, but there was another guy after that guy fell who bumped me, and I told him to stop.
I don't just stop.
But I don't know. I don't know.
How did that conversation
My
go?
eyes were forward. I was like, please stop. And I kept going.
Sean said, "Don't stop."
Everyone was huddled in our heat. I remember, like
Yeah.
right next, because they said you had to start on the sand.
Yeah.
And then the second the race started, they just all went to the sidewalk,
Right.
Oh,
and it's just like
I
your
got
grip for exploding was like.
it's gone.
Well, I was on sand and I didn't get to the sidewalk till the till we got to the
end. Yeah.
to the fence.
to the fence.
Yeah, that's kind of
So
what
it's
happened
like-
with Jeff,
Yeah, so it was like, so yeah, starting inside was better.
yeah. So the run knocked that out. That was cool. We got to rest. We all lined up on the fence. 3, 2, 1. Run to the kettlebell. And initially, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do 50 unbroken swings. I totally got suckered into doing all 50 unbroken. We got to 35, and as far as I can see, kind of in my peripheral vision, nobody's putting
I
them
didn't think
down.
anybody in their heat broke.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And I got to 35, and then I was like, well, I guess we're going all the way. I got to 43, and I was like, maybe I'll take a quick break. But then ended up just hanging on and got all the way to 50 and stepped up to the rope. And the rope climbs were they were challenging. They were really good. My first one was my worst one. It took me 3 pulls, and then after that, I was able to do 2 pulls every time. But overall, yeah, it was not an easy workout at all. It was very challenging.
You placed towards the
And,
top. What place did you get
Would that be like? Would you consider that one of the more painful workouts you've done in memory? Like the last year, where do you rank that in the pain
In
scale?
the last year for the pain scale, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would only put it at like a 6 or a 5, just because the rope climb it doesn't allow you to go to that point because there's you're nerve wracking to fall from the top. So for me, I bitched out. I didn't want to go. I mean, I wasn't really willing to risk falling from 20 feet up onto the concrete. And so I feel like workouts where, like DT last year, where all you did was swim, come in and pick up dumbbells and just go as hard as you can holding onto these dumbbells. And the worst thing that can happen, I mean, you can drop a dumbbell on your foot, but I would take that rather than falling 20 feet from
You
the
could have drowned.
And I don't drown.
That's pretty bad.
Well, it was a pretty short workout too. Like what was it, like 3 minutes?
It was, yeah. It was relatively really quick, and yeah. So it was good. It was good. I placed up towards the top half, and I didn't take too much heat because I did really good on the run. So, Raina, run into the kettlebell swing and rope climb.
All right. The run was pretty good. I paced it how I wanted to pace it. I wanted to stay towards the top 5. I didn't want to be first off the gate and go ballistic and then kind of like burn. So I wanted to go about 85-90% on the first lap and then try to really catch up to the next, like the top 3 people, which I did that. I started at 4th and then I lapped 2 people towards the last like 200 meters. And I finished, on my heat, I finished 2nd, but overall I finished 10th. I got 204 on that. I think it went pretty well. I mean, I'm not a great runner. I'm not a bad runner, but I think my placement was relative to my ability, my running ability. So I think I'm content with that. And then for the rope climb, I think I agree with Hans. I don't think I would probably put it like 8 or 9 as far as like hard workouts. Aside from like your grip, I don't think, like he was saying, like for me the last rope climb, the 3rd one, was really challenging. I struggled with it. I was able to do the 50 swings unbroken. I wanted to do that. I needed to damage control after yesterday, so it wasn't really a question of whether I could. It was like I have to. And then after the 50 swings, I didn't really chuck out for the rope climbs. I just had to go for it. I went up, I went down. 2nd one was a little harder, went down. And then the 3rd one, I didn't rest or anything. I went up, and it was hard to go up the 3rd one. But I made it. I said, like, I can't drop this. I can't fall, and I can't fall off the lead, like, off where my placement is anymore. So I got 235 on that workout, which I'm happy with. I'm happy that I didn't have to chuck up, and yeah, that was pretty good.
Boom.
Yeah.
No complaints. I got 5th on that workout, that event, sorry.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I like it. Mr. William.
Awesome. So yeah, I was the second to last heat. So I was like gathering data of everyone else that was going before me. So, so I
research.
He was doing recon.
So I pretty much did what Hans did, was get a good start and just stay in your pace for the whole time for the run.
Did you take anybody out?
Did a good start, stayed in 3rd for pretty much the whole 2 laps, and that was solid.
Do you have any elbow fights with anybody?
No, actually, we did a gentleman's agreement on the starting line, actually. So I was just like, hey guys, like, I don't want to get hurt or elbowed. And they were just like, yeah, me too. And so we just like
Nice.
so we just did like a jump
That's
into agreement
hilarious.
before we started. Yeah, so before the run, and then we finished the run. Get ready for the kettlebells. Did the kettlebells in 2 sets. I think 38 and 12, and then straight to the rope climbs. The rope climbs got they were very slippery.
They were.
And every time you would chalk your hands, all the chalk would be gone, and so you had to chalk up again, and then finished in about I think 3:08 or something like that, and then those 2 workouts were good for me. For the run, I got 3rd, and the rope climb one, I got 5th.
Nice.
Boom. Yeah. Consistent.
Yeah, talking about the ropes being slippery, they did announce earlier in the morning that they were brand new ropes.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, hey,
Oiled up.
yeah, they're like, hey, they've been in a warehouse somewhere forever. They're gonna have oil on them, blah blah blah. So when we all did the workout, it was still slippery. I wonder how it was for the competitors in the morning.
Right.
When they were doing it, they were probably.
Well, Brandon did it in the morning.
I did it in the morning. I think.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think
You
it was.
smashed it though.
I don't think it
Maybe they
was.
got slippery as the day went on.
Yeah, it probably got slippery as the day went on. I definitely think that because they were still so new, they're I guess how they felt.
The fibers.
Yeah, the fibers were so thick
It
that
was more compact.
it was. Yeah, it was more compact, but the fibers made it hard to it would just be painful on your hands and on your legs.
Oh.
Well, maybe after a whole day of being used, it just had everybody's sweat and
Everybody,
blood.
yeah.
Skin on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much DNA.
All the DNA.
Oh.
Yeah, I felt like the ropes that I've climbed all other places have been stickier, and getting up them is one thing, but then getting down, I feel like I always have a hard time getting the right pressure to kind of slide down.
Mm-hmm.
These ones I was whoop coming down
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, I was coming down.
Yeah.
Almost too quick. There's a couple of times where if your foot gets if your foot's not ready to be unhooked,
Yeah.
and you're sliding down, and you look at your foot, you're like, if I let go right now, my foot's locked in. I'm getting
I was
whipped.
really worried about breaking my ankle off on
Yeah, another thing too
Yeah.
on that. So different from the gym's rope where it's super long. These ones were hanging on about a feet off the ground, so that gives you less rope for you to be able to wrap your leg around it if you whatever hook you
It
do.
does make it a lot more
It
challenging.
makes it a little harder since it's not so long.
It's swings around a lot more.
yeah, it does.
Jeff, another gear grinder for you, man. Give us something that really grinds your gears. But we're gonna have a topic from Mr. Frank Sigalo, please. Feel free, sir. Give Jeff a
Why
topic.
is it always me?
Because you have the best explanations.
answers.
What grinded your gears about the platform when you were lifting for the snatches?
Oh, it definitely was the angle, man. Cause I don't know, you could see the video. I kicked the bar away from me and it kept coming at me. And the rest of everybody, cause I was the first to go, they started putting the weights behind the bar so it wouldn't come at you. But yeah, man, the angle was rough, and then I think I was coming in this morning in second place in my age group, so we were front and center, and then having a bunch of people maybe 4 feet from your face while you're trying to snatch was very difficult. Because they're moving around, they're yelling at their friends, and usually when we're at the gym, we look at a wall or something that's not moving, but there's a lot of action going on. And I'm not saying that this is why I missed or anything like that. It was just, I missed because I just snatched like crap today.
Like a churro.
Should have
Like a
I
churro.
should have just rolled around.
You were
God.
Do
snatching
you
like a
think
churro.
that,
Should've snatched
them
like a
forcing
churro.
you to face the audience affected how you snatched? Would you have faced a different direction?
If I had a preference, I would have faced the rig.
I don't think it was the audience. I think it was just the slant.
Yeah,
you would have
definitely
rather
the
your toes
slant.
were down and your
Yeah, I mean, I was just not. It was not a good. I mean, I have good lifting days and I have bad lifting days. Today was a bad lifting day, but definitely just having those added things kind of maybe got in my head and made something that maybe I could have recovered from or maybe not. But I don't know. The angle was rough. I wish it was more flat.
Yeah.
So.
Boom.
We got a couple questions from people. Zoe's asked, "How's everyone feeling?" I think we addressed that one. And then, anyone want to add? How are you feeling?
Forearms are probably gonna be sore.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Probably the,
Hey,
the feet.
hey, who's got blisters on the hands from the road?
For real? Yeah, I do.
I got a pretty fat blister.
I got a pretty good one on my
I got a
ring
good one,
finger.
too.
Right there and then right there.
Yeah, everyone's complaining about their hands.
Yeah, hands.
Where can I find the podcast? You can find it on our YouTube channel. We'll put a link on the old Instagram and logo.
Are we running this live?
And then
No, this is recorded.
And then Chelsea wants to know what you're praying about in this picture.
What I'm praying about.
Yeah,
It's a picture of Logan sitting in an ice bath today.
What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts going
I
on?
was
in this
just
picture?
breathing through it. Breathing through the 4 minutes.
Yeah,
I
we
got
all-
out, I was shivering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all did all of us hop on the ice bath today?
I didn't do this.
Did you get it?
I didn't do it.
Okay. Most of us got in the ice bath
Definitely.
today.
I would have done it, but then, like,
That's a
I would
good
have done it
picture.
after that workout.
Yeah.
But I went to go watch Hans lift heavy
Yeah.
weights,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
and then we were all leaving, and I'm really hungry.
All right, so let's do a quick recap of the leaderboard. Here, I'll go first. I'm intermediate male. I'm sitting second place. I've got 8 points ahead of me for the first place guy. The next guy behind me is, what is that? Almost 26 points behind me.
Separation.
So I gotta fight this Ryan Florsch. Ryan Florsch. I'm
I
coming
know you're
after
watching,
you.
Ryan, so I know.
Coming for you,
It's
buddy.
coming for you.
So that's where I'm sitting. Let's see. Let's go intermediate female. Raina. We're sitting. Raina bumped up from what you were 18 or 19 the other day. You're 15 now. So Raina made up some ground today.
Raina's got 2 more workouts tomorrow, closing in for a top 10.
And she's only 10 points away from the 10th or the 11th. Basically 11 points away from the 10th.
11 points away from 10th place.
Which is actually oh my gosh! You're basically 11 points away from 7.
Actually, anything can happen tomorrow for Raina.
Anything can happen tomorrow.
Oh.
Let's go.
We're gonna smash it tomorrow.
RX male. Let's see. We
You
got
might find yourself on the podium and kick some ass.
RX male. Where are you guys? Will. We got Will and Logan. Looks like you guys were tied. You guys are a little different. Logan's got Will by 3 points. Logan's sitting with 76, which is basically an 8th place. Which is basically you're close to that 6th position.
11, 13,
You're
12 points out.
12 points out
top
from
5.
5. And Will's right behind him with 79 points in 9th.
Let's go.
Oh, you guys!
If they
you guys
tie
I
Ryan,
caught up some
we're gonna
ground
win
today,
contest.
too. He was like in 16.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you
16.
did it today.
okay. All
And
right.
so if you guys tie, we gotta have like a cheeseburger eating
Yeah,
contest.
we're
to break
yeah.
the tie,
We're
right?
just tied.
We'll find
We gotta have a
somebody.
tiebreaker.
It's gotta be. We gotta have a tiebreaker, but just between you two.
You guys literally tied on what event? The run?
Oh, the
The
run.
run.
141 exactly.
Yeah.
We were different heats too.
Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
my god, it's wild. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
It
you
was wild.
guys both tied, got 3rd place for the meter dash, for the 600
Yeah.
meter dash. Yeah, 141. Well,
It says 800 meter dash.
it says 800. But
It was
So it's
really
like,
600.
Like if
550.
anybody ever asks you what your fastest 800 meter is,
There it
it's
is.
now 141.
World record
Number
one.
1.
boom. All right, and then we got Jeff.
Mr. Jeff.
Jeff, you are Masters.
Jeff, you're in the 70 plus division. Is that
I
what
mean, I
you're?
feel like it.
Masters. Jeff.
Mr. Furing.
Oh wait, did I pick the wrong? How old are you, Jeff?
We went to the 45. We went to the 45.
Sorry, Jeff.
I'm
He's only
a little
41,
less
he's
older
41.
than
sorry,
Trees.
Jeff. I'm so sorry.
41.
Third
He's
right
third.
here.
There you go, 3rd place. Jeff sitting in 3rd, 38
Let's
points.
go.
10 points out from number 1
Points out from
spot.
first place.
Anything can happen.
Yes.
How many total second?
5.
5.
5 points out from 2nd.
I can do that.
Right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're gonna smash for
And
him.
then,
I can do that.
all right, and Hans is seeing his for the first time.
I haven't seen it.
All right,
yet.
we got Sean Sweeney in first place, with
Sean
46
Sweeney,
points.
games athlete.
We got Luis Oscar Mora with 60
I don't know if he's
points.
made to the games, but he's a semifinal athlete for sure.
He's independent. Yeah, he's got 60 points. So Sean Sweeney, 46. Louis got 60. And then Hans got 62. So you're 2 points out from 2nd.
So I'm sitting in 3rd.
You're sitting in 3rd.
We're still in
Sitting
it.
in 3rd.
We're fighting.
Malachi, a good old buddy of yours,
Yep.
is 64. He's on your ass. Watch
Okay.
out. And then we got Tim Paulson, a.k.a.
Games athlete.
Buff Sean,
Yes.
is at 66. So 2 points.
Long-haired Sean.
Long-haired
Sean. That's a better
Yeah.
description. Yeah.
Yeah, and our other buddy Rafa
we're all
is,
so
is
close.
sitting at 70. So, and
Back to the top.
then there's a big gap to 7th with 97. So Rafa's got 70.
So between 6th and
It's-
1st, there is a 34.
20,
There's a 10 gap. 10 point
24
gap.
No, it's
point
first,
gap.
first and 6th.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yes.
24 point.
24.
24 points.
Anything can
points.
happen tomorrow.
But between 6th and 2nd, there's 10 points between you guys.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
There's
of
a lot of
points.
variation on these short workouts too.
And
Anything can happen.
Oh, hey, and they changed the last workout for home.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, they did,
What
yes.
what they do to your workout?
I don't fully know.
So
Yeah,
for
right.
they're doing reverse Fran tomorrow, which is pull-ups then thrusters, 9, 15, 21 rep scheme. And what they did for the elite, they were really impressed by you guys. They said you guys are so fit and so strong that they decided to make it reverse friendly Fran, basically, where you're doing 115 on the barbell and you're doing chest to bar pull-ups
For the whole workout.
for the whole workout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they bumped up the weight,
I
making
thought
it
it
do
was
chest to
longer,
bar.
but that's perfect.
No.
That works.
Yep. So it'll be tomorrow's gonna be a big day.
Boom.
A lot can happen.
I got a question for the group though.
Yeah.
I want to know what do you guys feel is the one thing you could have done to prepare better for this weekend so far?
Not rolling
What's
my
something you didn't practice enough, or you could have devoted more time for it that we didn't? You feel we didn't.
Running.
Yeah.
Oh man, probably swim more.
Swim more. Yeah, you don't want to wake up on Sunday, man. You're fucking slacking over there.
Yeah, man, that swim was pretty slow. So
Yeah.
definitely swim more.
Okay.
Or do more open water swims. Open water
Yeah, I
swims
feel
are
like-
completely different than the pool.
Open,
Yeah.
open
Yeah.
water was rough. Yeah. Especially at how far out it was. It was
Yeah.
really hard to stay on target.
Yeah,
with the sight.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
more open water swims for sure.
Brandon, what do you say?
Yeah, I agree with Will. I think for a non-swimmer, I needed to start swimming about 3-4 months ago, and I take full ownership over the fact that. Yeah.
Every time we did swim, though, you were out there, so good
Yeah.
job.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Swim more.
Swim
That's
more.
it. That's the only thing I would have changed.
Yep. For myself, I would say I feel like I've been going in the right direction and I've been getting better and better, but I really think the rope climb, I need to understand what my capacity is in rope climbs because I feel like I'm a good rope climber, but under the pressure that we had today where it was a really fast workout and I had to do 5 and I was like, I don't know if I go now. Maybe I go now and then I get halfway up and then I fall. So I think I need to zone in and figure out what I can and can't do with rope climbs and go till failure in training. So I know in competition, just go a little less.
Just gotta get one of those big squishy mats and throw it into the rope, and then you can just
We have one.
go hard.
Yeah.
We have one. But yes, so I would say rope climbs. Rope climbs.
Running for me for sure. I got smashed at Bridgetown on the run, the longer-ish run, and I got smashed on the run this time. And it wasn't because of my ankle. Like, ankle was doing pretty good on the run today, all things considered. But I knew that was gonna be a tough event, and that was for sure my worst event. So running is a big one for me.
Is it breathing or muscle fatigue? Or both? A little bit of both.
You know,
Chris is
I
more
never-
mental.
Or could it be
Pushing
mental, like
yourself
a
when
mental
it's-
block?
yeah.
Like you don't want to go there. You feel like
So,
you can't go there.
I don't know. If it's mental. I know that like running is the thing that spikes my heart rate the most. Every time I look at my Whoop data after a run, I'm hitting like 185, 188. Like I know that like my heart rate is getting
Yeah, it's
jacked.
high.
I do think that I do have some hamstring muscular imbalances. Like I think I gotta up that up, and that might help with that.
Yeah.
But I know that I don't know exactly what it is, but I know I'm getting smashed on runs, so I have to figure it out. I don't know what it is specifically, but it's time to figure it out.
Get you on some running progression.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Mr. Minnick.
We're talking about what we improve better.
Well, yeah. What
Yep,
could
well-
you improve?
What
Yeah.
could you have done 6 months ago in order to be better today?
Yeah.
Like Will said, I probably could have swam. I swam once in the lake before this. I didn't think my swim was. I didn't feel too uncomfortable in the swim, but just getting more consistent training in. That kettlebell ate me alive. Ate me alive completely. Glutes, forearms, just done. So my capacity with grip strength has always been a weakness. We did a workout at the gym where we had to farmer carry 200 meters with 50s, and I had to break like 4 times.
Oh, that's right,
My grip strength is when it gets tired, it goes. So probably just get more consistent training in. go a little harder, a little more, like Han said, more things till failure that are safe. You know, not like I'm gonna do 185 thrusters to failure. We're gonna do rope climbs, chest to bars, kettlebell swings, whatever it is. More failure on those things because that's about it.
What's your excuse, old man?
So much. Honestly, like, I know I could snatch what I went for, and that was just an unfortunate thing. On another day, it could have been there, and I could have gone higher. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't necessarily know if I should have focused a little bit more on my Olympic weightlifting, but what I found difficult was the advanced gymnastics from the first day. I guess it's not backwards, forwards. How do you
reverse?
Yeah, the
reverse handstand walks and the pullovers?
Moonwalking handstand.
I was just figuring those out as I did it, like on the workout floor. So I didn't have any experience with that. So I wish that my gymnastics had a higher capacity with the more advanced movements, muscle ups, weird handstand walks, and pulling my old butt over a bar.
I like it.
There it is.
All right.
Boom. Well, podcast number 2 for the day. We might bring you podcast number 3 tomorrow. Maybe we'll be in a restaurant somewhere getting kicked out because we're not going to be able to be in this Airbnb because we were all heading home. But yeah, so
Could possibly have a burger eating contest going on.
we could not even do a podcast, just eat a bunch of burgers.
Burgers and beers.
Boom.
That's it.
Well, day 2. Adios, guys.
Boom.
Let's eat.
That was fun.
Oh, ow. Right in the elbow.
Did I get too aggressive?
God. Fucking
That's
rocked me
aggressive.
like my temple.
I felt it. Like I felt it was like, oh, this is squishy.
I got up and she was like,
Anybody
bing.
that's watching this podcast knows that they're not
Then
gonna.
I'm an odd duck.
I'm an odd duck, a churro duck.